All right. It's been a while since I've made a long form video like this one. I guess first things first, I wanted to talk about a few things, sort of new things that have been on my mind or have come up, I guess, in the past year or so. I also wanted to make this kind of a vlog. So right now I'm actually working on recording the guitar parts for the second song that I'm doing with my side project. So I wanted to sort of show you guys how that's going and document that process a little bit. But first, I want to also cover some things, get you guys caught up on what's new, and then we can keep going from there. So I guess first off, back in 2022, I made a video talking about how I wanted to pivot the direction of this channel. And basically back then, I talked about how I wanted to focus more on original content instead of, things like covers and whatnot. So that's still true. But I got back to thinking about this more recently because I was at the NAMM show this year for the second time. And this year I actually went as a content creator. So I ended up meeting some people and, some of them asked me, what do you do? What kind of content do you make? I told them something like, I make guitar content and kind of focus on my original music, blah, 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 something like that, which is technically true. But as I kind of told this to a few different people over the course of the show, it just kind of felt like it was kind of not a very strong direction. Felt very vague and kind of loosely defined. So it kind of got me thinking about, is there a more cohesive direction I actually want to go in? So I did spend some time thinking about it. And basically the conclusion I came to was that I still want to focus on original content and specifically my own original music. So that part's still the same, but I think I kind of want to add a more educational aspect to, especially the sort of YouTube long form videos I want to make, which I do want to get back into and actually focus on. I kind of want to add an educational aspect to those videos. And basically the idea is I want to document more of my current process, as well as the things I learn along the way. So really just showing you how I do things, which are by no means perfect. I'm not a professional or anything, but I think over the years of playing guitar and making YouTube videos, I have learned a lot of things as well. So I feel like it would just be nice to share those things and hopefully, help people become better at guitar or become a better musician or better at mixing their own music, whatever it may be. I just kind of want to share what I know so that people can benefit from it. And to me, that just feels like having a much better purpose with my channel. It's kind of like a win-win. I feel like I can challenge myself to make that new type of stuff that I haven't done before. And then hopefully the people watching also get something out of it. So yeah, anyway, I guess long story short, I want to get back to focusing on long form content on YouTube. And I kind of want to do that sort of directional pivot to make it more educational as well. I guess this video is actually kind of the first step in that direction. Today and for the next few days, I'm working on recording the final guitar parts for the second single that I'm going to release with my side project. So it's a project I'm working on with Waznop. We put out our first single in October last year. Yeah, we're working on a second song now, and it's a lot more musically complex. It's got a lot of time signature changes, and it's kind of interesting where the rhythm guitar has a capo on it, but the lead guitar doesn't. So it's kind of interesting arrangement wise there, and how that plays out. So I kind of just wanted to document that process and show you guys how I do things in 2024 now. And I guess another cool thing also is I'm also planning on recording vocals for this track. So it's mainly not me singing. It's mainly Waznop doing the majority of the vocals, but for the second verse in the song, I'm planning on singing that part. So singing something I've been working on for the past year and a bit now. Haven't really talked about it or anything, but I've been taking lessons, trying to improve on that, and I've improved a lot, but I still have a long way to go as well. But I think I'm at a point where I want to start trying to challenge myself and actually see if I can record vocal takes that I'm happy with and can go on like a final recording. So that's gonna be a fun challenge. And I've been trying to learn a lot about vocal arrangement, vocal mixing, since that's all pretty new to me as well. And I'll show you guys what I'm doing there as well. So yeah, let's do it. Ah. Okay, so real quick, I just want to talk a little more about how I'm approaching the recording for this specific song. So I'm using one guitar for all the guitar parts, and it's this one. So it's my Aristides H06 Raw, and it's got a set of bare knuckle polymath pickups in it. And, as the name suggests, they should be pretty versatile in terms of the types of sounds you can get out of them, types of tones. And since this is more of like an alternative song and not really a rock or metal song, I figured that would be a good choice sound wise. And in terms of tones, right now I'm using the Morgan Amp Suite plugin from Neural DSP since, it's more of like a clean and edge of breakup tone sort of plugin. That's what I've been using for now. Maybe that'll change once we get to the mixing phase and, I might change the sort of tones later, but for now it's been sounding pretty good and that's what I've been rolling with. So, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for what I'm using and, signal chain wise. I guess one sort of interesting thing I'm doing here is I'm not really sure exactly how I want to structure the rhythm guitars arrangement wise. So what I'm doing just to have options later down the line when I'm mixing is I'm going to record a left and a right track for the rhythm parts in most sections, and then also record a third take that's going to potentially be used down the middle, and that I'm thinking could just kind of have a different tone to it, could have some reverb and delay on it to make things more, have more space. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually end up using that in the final mix, but I want to record that now so I have the option for later if I decide that I do want to use that. Okay, so today I'm going to be recording some lead guitar parts. There's not a ton left to record in this song. I'm going to start off recording a lead section in the bridge, which I'm also going to film as a short. So I brought all the camera stuff over to this corner to film for that. Pretty much once that section's done, the only thing that's left is the solo and the outro. I still haven't written that solo, so depending on how the recording goes for the lead section in the bridge, I might start writing today or another day if I don't have enough time today. But yeah, once the solo's done, then that's pretty much all the guitars and bass wrapped up, and then it's just vocals left. All right, I'm here in my closet, and today is actually the second time I'm recording both this shot and vocals for the song because I made two pretty big blunders, which I'm embarrassed about, but I'm just going to quickly explain what those were. First off, I recorded all the footage of, me talking and singing in here and whatever. And then when I went to go edit the other day, I just saw that there were these black bars going across the screen. And it's not like super noticeable. I mean, it is noticeable, but I didn't notice until I started cutting clips together. And then you can see kind of when it goes from clip to clip, you really see like how the bars move on the screen. So I had to look up how this even happened, and it turns out it was because of the fluorescent light I had turned on in the ceiling in this room, which just like wasn't synced to the shutter speed of my camera. I tried setting the shutter speed correctly and it was still slightly there, so I ended up just turning off this light and using my key light that's behind the camera. It doesn't look amazing, but I mean, I guess it looks good enough for what this is. And then the other mistake I made was that I was just recording way too close to the mic. For some reason, I don't know why, I guess like I haven't done that many proper quote unquote recording sessions in here where it's like a bit more dead sounding and not super boomy. I haven't done that many of those sessions. So for some reason, I guess just like in my living room, it sounded better when I was closer to the mic, I guess, because you could hear less of the room echo and things like that. But yeah, I was just like an inch or two away, which is way too close for a condenser mic. I basically changed it so that the pop filter is now about 5 inches away from the front grill of the mic. And when I'm singing, I'm probably about like 6 inches away, which seems to be kind of this default type of way to sing for a condenser mic, or at least how far away you should be from a condenser mic. Yeah, so anyway, re-recording. Woo!
And battle skies, fighting shells with shadow hides, a glimpse of light in a feeling void, a parasite among shallow stratosphere. Nope. Stratosphere.
Okay, we made it to the end. The guitars are recorded, vocals are recorded, and bass parts are recorded. So yeah, everything's recorded for the song at this point. Now it's just kind of time to sit down and mix things. And yeah, then we're going to try and pretty much release this as soon as we can. And once we have a release date, I'll be sure to let you know. But yeah, I'm excited for you guys to hear the song. And yeah, I'm just really happy with how everything came together. And I think it's, turned out super well. So I'm super excited for you guys to hear it. And honestly, making this video took a lot longer than I expected, partially because of the mistakes I made, with the vocal recording and, filming that footage. But yeah, I think also it's just been a while. So I forgot how long it takes, doing all the filming and all the recording definitely isn't easy. So it took a bit longer than expected, but I think, we made it. So, and one thing that happened that I didn't talk about previously was I did actually try to write the solo in the outro, but I just had pretty severe writer's block, to be honest. Like I tried my best to, I came up with some ideas, but none of them were really feeling right. And it just didn't feel super inspired. I couldn't really figure out a way to piece things together in a way that I liked. So the two of us actually ended up having sort of a jam session, and we were just kind of bouncing ideas off of each other for the solo. And we actually landed on something that I think is really cool. And I'm actually really proud of it. I ended up recording that as a reel as well. So I'll be posting that separately and that final take separately. And I'll also maybe post something kind of breaking that solo down since I think there's some cool thematic ideas we put in there. And also some of the runs and licks in there I think are also pretty interesting and pretty fun to play. So I think it would be a fun solo to break down. So keep an eye out for that, I guess. That might be coming. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope this was enjoyable. It's good to be back. And if there's something you want to see me make a video on, a topic you want me to cover, something you want me to try and explain, something like that, let me know in the comments down below. There's a pretty good chance I'll do it. And even if I don't know about the thing you want me to make a video on, I can always go learn about it. And, that way it's a win-win. I can learn things as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments if there's something you want to see me cover in a video. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.